You might question what science and religion have in common. With advancements in science, the gap between knowledge and belief seems to be widening every day. The two areas seem to have little in common, and, to many, it seems increasingly difficult to follow both. You wouldn't be the first to question the relationship between science and religion, but we limit ourselves if we only focus on answering the how. We should also be asking why. When we talk about climate change in Australia, we limit our conversation to what it means to our hip pocket, and our politicians are frightened to take a stand. Our reports mainly focus on the risk to beachfront properties and the loss of tourist income. We don't seem to care what it means to lose those less fortunate than ourselves. Even worse, we belittle their concerns. And potential leaders of the free world have even called climate change a hoax. There are 1.2 billion Catholics in the world, and over half of them live in third world countries. These are the countries most exposed to the effects of climate change. They are the least responsible for the causes of climate change and are also the least able to manage it. The Pope's encyclical on climate change, Care for Our Common Home, stresses the importance of not adopting a piecemeal approach. We are called to think about the meaning of existence and its values at the base of social life. What is the purpose of our life in this world? Why are we here? What is the goal of our work and all our efforts? What need does the earth have of us? The Pope indicates that unless we struggle with these deeper issues, I do not believe our concern for ecology will produce significant results. Scientific knowledge of climate change and a commitment to do something about it can be influenced by religious belief, ethics, and conscience. We know that changes to climate will mean that temperatures will rise and ice sheets will melt, sea level will rise so much that coastal cities will be inundated, extreme weather events will occur, such as droughts and floods. All of this will lead to species extinction and biodiversity loss, and this increased temperatures, drought and floods will result in significant crop failures. This means that our living conditions will be difficult. We need to cut emission as a priority and utilize existing and future technologies to manage the impact. We need to implement the Pope's encyclical that teaches us to be concerned for our future generations and reflects on our accountability. There is an urgent moral need for a renewed sense of intergenerational solidarity. We need to establish a connection between science and religion that emphasizes the need to take responsibility as individuals. Our impact may seem insignificant, but as a collective we can change the governments and make the world a better place, particularly for future generations. The Church is not just talking but also taking action, with the Vatican City being one of the first carbon-neutral states in the world. The Catholic Church is a powerful organization with a lot of political influence. It has called on UN negotiators convening in Paris at the end of November to agree a goal for complete decarbonization by 2050 and set a legally binding agreement to limit global temperature increases. This was delivered 5 months after the encyclical. The Catholic Church also founded the Pontifical Academy of Science in 1603. It still operates today. It is the only supranational academy of science in the world and consists of the world's most eminent scientists. It continues to make significant contributions to our understanding of climate change by holding workshops on the important connection between human sustainability and the environment. The Catholic Church, its Academy of Science, and the Pope's encyclical letter provides an important foundation for our continuing efforts to meaningfully address complex environmental issues, and religion and science working together continue to provide an important role as a moral voice for climate change action.